guys, Ruby here and welcome back to my channel. So for today's tutorial, I wanted to share with you my beautifying, confidence boosting makeup look. Now today's tutorial is in collaboration with Westfield to help celebrate and to promote their beauty and wellness weekend, which is happening from the 15th up until the 16th of October. At the Beauty and Wellness Weekend, which is happening nationwide, you will find a bunch of wellness masterclasses and also beauty masterclasses which you can attend. So it's definitely a fun-filled weekend that you definitely need to check out. I was there last year and had so much fun, and definitely encourage you guys to check it out at your local Westfields as well. So like I said, this is my confidence boosting makeup. Look, I don't think makeup is vain. I don't think it's shallow. I think it's quite empowering. It gives us the opportunity to highlight the things that we love about ourselves, but also conceal the things that we feel a little insecure about as well. All the products that I'm using today are from The Body Shop, MECCA or MECCA Cosmetica, and also Sephora. Even when I'm feeling a little bleh and under the weather, a shopping trip at Westfields, at Sephora, The Body Shop, or MECCA always makes me feel so much better. You have no idea how empowering makeup can be. So in this tutorial, I show you guys how I even out my skin tone and conceal my blemishes, and I play up the features that I quite like. So I like to play up my eyes and also my lips, but I've done it in a very subtle way. Even though my lips are nude and even though my eyes aren't super dark or lined, this is definitely an on-trend makeup look for summer. If you'd like to see how I got this look and my favorite products that I like to use, then please keep on watching. Look at the state of my skin. Ever since I came back from London, I have been breaking out like crazy. But just on this side of my face, this side is pretty clear. Anyways, I'm going to give this Karunas clarifying face mask a go. This mask deep cleans your pores, so I'm going to give it a go. It is a cloth mask. You pop it on with the sticker part over the top, and then you peel it off. So it makes getting it out of the packaging that much easier. I'm just going to leave this on for 20 minutes. I'm going to let it do its thing. That mask felt so good. These pimples right here felt really sore to the touch, and now they're quite bearable. So I feel like they've even reduced in size in that 20 minutes alone. So that is pretty impressive. So I'm just going to pat dry my face. I'm going to spritz a little bit of this Mario Badescu facial spray all over my face and neck. I'm going to buff it in with a clean synthetic brush. I am using two primers today. One is to minimize the appearance of my enlarged pores, and the other is to help my makeup adhere to my face, mainly my forehead, because that's where I tend to sweat a lot and I don't want my makeup coming off. This is the Soft Focus Smoothing Primer. Work that onto the nose and across my cheeks. For the rest of the face, I have the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. I love this baby so much. Just gonna work that across my forehead and also on my cheeks and my chin area. To make my skin look like it's naturally glowing underneath my foundation, I'm going to start off by using an illuminating balm first before I apply my base. I'm using a foundation that has a glowy finish. This one is by The Body Shop. Fresh new foundation in the shade Fiji number 26. Just going to use 2 pumps and I just spread it across my skin. Oh my god, this smells amazing. Doesn't matter if you have some brush strokes. We will be going over a foundation with a big kabuki brush just to buff everything out, giving it a seamless finish. As you can see, we still have some blemishes poking through, and that's okay because foundation isn't supposed to cover everything. It's just supposed to even out our skin tone. We can always go in with some concealer. This is my favorite product for concealing spots. It's by Clinique. It is the Anti-Blemish Solution Concealer, and this sets very quickly, so you only have a little bit of time to pop it on your blemish and blend it out, and it literally won't budge. And ta-da, you can't really see that I had really big raised blemishes on my face. They will look less raised once you powder them, but I'm going to do that a little later since we're still going to be working with cream products. This is really exciting. It is by The Body Shop. It is called the Honey Bronze Drop of Sun Holiday Glow Creator, and I'm just going to take a few drops of this on the back of my hand. I'm going to use this as a cream bronzer, but you can totally use this mixed in with your foundations if you do want to bronze up your look. This is a stippling brush also by The Body Shop. I'm just going to use this to pop on my liquid bronzer. I'm going to pop on some concealer underneath my eyes. Naked Skin by Urban Decay is absolute life. I prefer this over the NARS Creamy Concealer. And I always make sure I have 2 backups just in case shit goes down. I do not want to live life without it. I make sure I just move it across all those areas where I have a dark shadow so that my eye look is much brighter. If I'm applying an inner corner highlight, it doesn't look grey or chalky. I am absolutely in love, crazy, head over heels for that soap brow look, but without the soap, because that would just irritate the hell out of your skin. So what I like to do is take a spoolie and I brush my brows up, just like this. Super easy. I take a tinted brow gel. This is by Bobbi Brown. It is called the Natural Brow Shaper in the shade Brunette. I just comb it through my brows, keeping them groomed upwards, just like this. If you have sparse brows and you want to achieve this look, I highly recommend you invest in one of these brow felt pens. This one is by Stila. It is Stay All Day Waterproof Brow Color in the shade Dark. And what you can do is draw hair-like strokes, creating these type of Vogue soap brows. Now, for the eyes, to keep the eyeshadows long-lasting, waterproof, without fading, without smudging or creasing, I like to mix cream eyeshadows and powder eyeshadows together. And this just creates an amazing formulation that doesn't budge, that doesn't move, that doesn't run off. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. I personally like the Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadows, and I just take some on the back of my hand. This is the Longwear Cream Shadow in the shade Nude Beach. I'm mixing it with this Down to Earth eye palette by The Body Shop. They are leaning towards the shimmery side. I'm going to mix this shade, which is kind of like a khaki gold color, and this shade, which is more of a shimmery brown shade. I'm going to work it into the cream shadow that I have on the back of my hand. I'm just going to pop that onto my lids. I'm also going to take whatever's left on my brush and run that on my lower rim. I'm going to take a blender brush now, and I'm going to diffuse the edges, giving them more of a softer look, especially through the crease area. I'm now going to take this matte vanilla shade to highlight the inner corner of my eyes. I'm going to use it underneath my brows to kind of contain the blending that we've done through the crease. I'm now going to take more of that Bobbi Brown cream shadow in the shade Nude Beach. This darker brown shade right on the end. Literally just pressing that on the outer third of my eyes to give my eyes more definition. Just going to curl my lashes before I forget. I often miss this step in my tutorials. I'm using a Clinique mascara today, and I absolutely adore Clinique mascaras. They've always done their mascaras well. This is the Lash Power Flutter to Full Mascara. I'm going to pop a little bit on my lashes to darken them. This mascara is also really good for lower lashes. I am obsessed. And now I'm going to pop on my falsies. These are by Kit. They are the Level Drama 1. I think they're called the Soho It Girl Lashes. I'll leave all the links to the products down below anyway. I like these because they look like individual lashes, but they're on a strip. Make sure you pinch your falsies and your real lashes together. That the base was clear, but the band is actually white, so I've got my finger liner. Let us pray, the eyeliner god, that I do not mess up. This finger liner isn't half bad. Before I use powder to set my entire face, I'm going in with my illuminating balm by MECCA. I'm just going to use a tiny bit this time on the tops of my cheeks. Actually, I'm going to draw my freckles now and then powder my face so they're locked in and they last all day. So I'm taking my Bobbi Brown Longwear Shadow in the shade Nude Beach. Once again, I'm going to pop some more on the back of my hand. This time, I'm going to mix it in with my Ka-Brow from Benefit. I'm now taking the You Sculpted by IT Cosmetics Highlight and Contour Kit. I use the matte highlight, only because I'm super pale, and I can use that to powder my skin slightly to help set my freckles in place. I'm now going to use this soft contour shade on the same brush. I feel like we need to step away from that extreme contoured look. In the summertime, you want to keep the skin really light. It's like that non-touring look, but you're only using like a little bit of contour product. I'm now going to take this orangey contour shade, but I'm going to use it as a blusher. For lips, I have the Smashbox Always Sharp Lip Line. I'm going to use this to line and fill in my lip. I feel like if you want a long-lasting lip that is comfortable and the product doesn't ball up or flake, always go with the lip liner. So this one was in the shade Nude Light. I'm now going to pale out my lips a little more using the Hourglass Femme Nude in the shade number Nude 3. I'm just going to use my finger to blend the lip line and the lipstick together. And this is the finished look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's tutorial and you found it super informative and helpful. If you did enjoy this video, then please give it a big thumbs up. I will also leave a big pink subscribe button down below that you can click on and you will never miss a video from me again. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to check out the Beauty Weekend, which is happening in October. I will see you all in my next video. Until then, bye.